you were here last time, you know I was lamenting last time that it might take a while to get some gear upgrades. We're in the territory now where Glacial Hammer as a solo self-found character is kind of dubious, because you never know how long it will take before you get any sort of upgrade. The same can be said for most of my gear at this point, or acquiring a 6th link, and the less your build can do without gear, the more important it is to find some. Dominating Blow, for example, I'd be able to get through all this without even a 6th link. It's rough. Lucky me, all it took was a single attack speed essence and an open prefix to get a slightly better weapon with way better base attack speed. This made things feel a lot better. I also got new boots and recolored them from my usual Vortex Bone Chill combo. It's so much faster though. Okay. I think it's better. Like, that armors. After that, I went ahead and did a little bit of the league mechanic, and that's all I have to say about that. Seemed kind of fun, but with all the problems I hear about it, I can't say I'm excited about increasing my rank to a point where I can't just freeze everything and let my flankers do the heavy lifting. It seems like it could be fun, but also I feel like either most builds are going to get to a point where they trivialize it comfortably pretty quickly, or it's never going to be in a state where people enjoy doing it, right? Eventually it's just going to get stupid, kind of like Delve does, except that with Delve you can pick a depth and stay there. If you could pick a rank in Trial and just stay there, I think that's what they need to do. That would actually make the league pretty good. Anyway, I do have the safe house and everything is fine. It's the higher level, but you know, Betrayal hasn't been kind to me with the June missions lately. So progress toward Katarina number 2 has been a little slower than I like. But then I hit my 6th link! Yeah, baby! Let's go! I was shocked, I couldn't believe it. I had 12 fusings at the time. And I just started throwing them at it, and well, in this clip it looks like it was the second one. Oh man, the absolute undeniable fantasticness of this is so hard to convey without you being along for the whole ride. It's complete insanity that I got it this way too, because you know, linking your own chest is usually like the last thing you expect to work out in this day and age. It's more along the lines of find the right div card or get lucky with a rare. But no, I had that Hillock 30% and it worked out that way. My 6th link, by the way, is Cold Pen. To help with the discomfort that I'm finding most often when I'm dealing with a high resistance enemy, you know, that cold and chill resistant whatever bullshit. It's the worst to run into a rare that just takes 4 times as long for no reason. That's been the game since they introduced Arch Nemesis. So I also dropped melee physical damage in favor of rage much later on. Fully spun up rage is more damage, and now that I have all my other links, I can spin up without feeling awful. The upgrades just keep coming though. First my weapon and boots, then my 6th link chest, and now I get an amulet I can be very, very happy with. This item holds a lot of my intelligence woes, so getting a high HP roll and a % armor roll, as well as crit from the essence, was awesome. Oh my fuck. Like, wow. I feel like I could have this on for quite a while, and I wouldn't feel weird about it at all. It's just a good item. Most importantly though, it had room for the damage while leeching craft, so I didn't actually lose any damage from Carnage Heart either. Yeah, buddy! I did a Maven trial next, and it really showed how the build was shaping up now. I can stand in a lot of punishment while fighting, and I always seem to have the time to react and assess what's going on, all while freezing bosses and honestly not being very slow, all things considered. Where is she? Oh, she jumped right on me. Easy. I knew something was wrong for a moment there, because those guys were not taking hits from me. Random misses almost got me killed. Okay, so why did I show you this clip? There's a bit of nastiness in it, and I wanted to talk about it in regards to melee. Ancestral Call or additional strike targets are super important for melee, specifically strike, for exactly this reason. I very nearly get into some serious trouble there, all because a couple of enemies got into some weird dead zone, like just off center in front of my character, kind of outside of the cone of the swing, but too close for the ancestral spirits to take a swing as well. It's the first instance of me seeing something in the game and just like having concrete feedback, because a situation like this could very easily be avoided by giving all melee strike skills like a very small AoE, likely based on strike range somehow, that hits everything in the very immediate vicinity around us. Not like sweep, obviously, but something very small to make up for when the game just decides we're not hitting something that's right next to us. Speaking of strike targeting, I was ready to move on to red maps, but I knew I'd need my clear to be more reliable. 3 glacial hammers, all hitting at once and overlapping with splash, is very, very good for it. Gotcha, bitch.
You can still join us. It's your chance to bring back anyone you've ever loved or cared about.
Stop! I can bring them back.
Katarina was honestly easier this time than it was the last time, and she's much higher level in this clip as well. Also, I get the flask, which at least gives me some crafts I might be able to make use of. It would be nice to get that perfect can of Kulamak, but I know it's unlikely. I'm working on another weapon in the meanwhile anyways. I just need a prefixes cannot be changed craft and a little bit of luck. Now, this is a tier 15 map. I went ahead and threw it in because I had it from div cards and I wanted to stress test the build at appropriately high level content. It was good. It was good. It cleared really well, actually. It handled everything just fine. The boss was ghosted and it got through that without any problems. It's kind of encouraging, we'll say that. It wasn't amazing, but you know, Glacial Hammer. I realized after that it was time for me to get in and get going though. The build has to at least kill the basic Pinnacle Bosses, so I tried out the mid bosses. I die once in each fight. The first one was me being dumb. I'm gonna admit that I did something I shouldn't have, because I have a hard time with understanding some of the attacks in these fights even after several years, because they're so well designed.
Duel for my Atlas.
Foolish maiden, come to feed me her champion. Hunger. Feast. Slaughter. Trample. Hunger without end.
Oh,
Feast
fuck.
on muscle.
God, I still don't understand how that attack works. Like, how are you supposed to make him come up again? Because I know you can't just run away from him forever. But also, if I go near him, he'll just kill me.
Feast. Digestion. Cull. Death
Carnage pleases me.
is meaningless.
That should have been deathless. I should have leveled up before I came in here.
And open.
Maven, the challenge begins. Your champion will fall. Simulacrum. Deep space. Astral avalanche.
Fuck, dude, I can never understand where they're coming down. If anyone has any advice on Astral Avalanche, I'm ready to hear it, because that shitless attack seems to be doing more damage every time I fight the boss. Like, each time I do it, it's hitting me harder and harder than the last time. It went from, I didn't understand how you could die to it the first time I fought the boss, to now, I don't understand how to avoid dying to it. And there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason as to why that happens. And I know how the fight mechanics work. Like, I know about the red and the blue areas. I know how you can stand in the red to try to just tank it. And maybe that's what I need to do on this build, is keep the boss in the red and, like, leech through it. I have no idea. It's absurd. I think on Dominating Blow, I solved it by just having a really huge Val Molten Shell for it. Anyway, I beat them. They weren't that hard, especially Polaric Void or whatever. That thing died really fast. Is actually just Astral Avalanche killed me just as quickly. But yeah, so here's the current gear and tree. Progress continues at a fairly decent pace, and I honestly think I could probably just push it and finish Eater and Exarch, which would at least get the skill of passing grade, or whatever that's worth. I can say with shocking certainty, though, that this skill demands too much for basic content. I know this is advanced for a lot of players, but I'm kind of grading a skill based on how easily it gets to those first round of Pinnacle bosses and clears them. A lot of what I'm doing is meant to be without gimmicks, so no trauma stacking or frostbite shenanigans, just the guy smacking his way along with a big hammer. Honestly, though, it's close. I think I'll have some really good insight on things after I finish up, which hopefully will happen in the next episode. Until then, stay sane, Exiles. I'm gonna make it. I am level 92. Don't say anything.
You, Talakoda, what is it? Go with courage.
Alright, you didn't see shit. Get out of here. Video's over.
Be careful.
Leave me the hell alone.